Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a little bit of an update from my last fertility update video. Some of you all have been asking on my TTC Journey video and that last video for an update, and honestly I don't have much of an update, but I can just kind of give you a little bit of kind of like my feelings lately and what is the next steps. I think I kind of touched on that in the last video and not much has changed since then, but I do want to kind of keep you all in the loop and just kind of let you know our plan for 2018. So kind of what our plan is for 2018 is our main focus, like I have talked in a lot of my videos, is paying off our debt. That is our number one focus for this year and probably the following year. We want to be able to pay off as much debt as possible. And so we did go and see a fertility specialist like I talked about in my last video. We know what we need to do next and the different steps that are going to have to be taken. But that does come with quite a large price tag. It is not cheap to go and do all those tests and to get all of this done. And so I think we want to be smart with it. And, you know, if tomorrow we were to get pregnant and it were to happen, we would be so beyond excited. But to go through fertility treatments and stuff like that, I don't know that right now is the smartest time for us to do that. As bad as I would love to, as much as I really want to, I wish we could just go full force with it, but I don't think it's smart right now. And that's just kind of where we're at with it. You know, like I hate it to be like that because I would go and do it tomorrow. But it's just, I feel like, we both feel like that what we are going to do from now until whenever we decide to start taking those steps is basically just try to get ourselves healthy, make sure that we're taking the appropriate nutrients, some that our doctors have recommended for us, and that is kind of the big thing that we're doing. However, any money that we might have left over from that month, we will probably save. And as we save money and as we have enough to get certain tests done, we might just take it slow and do it like that. So if I have like $100 left over one month, I might go get a blood test done. If I have $200 saved up from a couple months, I might go get the ultrasound done. There's a lot of stuff that has to be done before we'll really be able to do anything. And so each of those kind of tests costs money. And I think if we have anything left over, that is what we will try to work toward being able to do. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that we are going to get very far this year in it, and maybe that'll change. And, you know, I think one big thing that I really want to touch on is just my feelings. I think, you know, it's kind of funny. Like, I love watching pregnancy updates, pregnancy stories, like all that kind of stuff. By the weeks, I love watching pregnancy stuff. But I think it's kind of funny because I think the fertility journey is a lot like that too. Like, you go through so many different emotions and a lot of people just don't understand. And I say that a lot, and I don't mean to like be a broken record and be like, no one gets it, no one understands what I'm going through. Like, that's not really what I'm trying to say. I think these past holidays, like Christmas and New Year's, have been the hardest for me. And I mean, I'm not one of those people that gets like super emotional or has like a lot of highs and lows, but I feel like lately during the holidays it was the hardest for me because it's just like when you're together with your family or a group of people and they don't really know your feelings and what you're going through, like they can say things that literally just trigger you and they have no idea. And maybe what they're saying is really not that bad, but I just noticed that my anxiety and my sadness from the situation comes under certain triggers. And when I focus my mind on other things like debt and finances and other stuff that I just enjoy, I find that I'm a lot happier. If anything comes up relating to fertility or pregnancy or children or stuff like that, sometimes it can just break you. It can be very hard, and I hate to be that person. Like, I get so mad at myself for having those feelings. But at the end of the day, I tell myself, you know what, I think it's okay, because how can you blame someone to have feelings like that when it's just what you're going through? You know what I mean? So I do want to mention, and I actually vlogged this piece during like my 12 vlogs to Christmas, and I just didn't leave it in there because I didn't want it to come off bad. I feel like during the 12 vlogs of Christmas, I was in a little bit of a stressed out place. I had a little bit of anxiety about a lot of things, and different things was just like triggering me to not be in the best mindset or the best place. And I feel a lot better now into the new year. Holidays are over with. Everything's kind of a fresh start. I have a lot of goals to focus on. I have found that has helped me a lot. And during 12 vlogs to Christmas, I had read a blog post from this girl named Liz Marie, who's kind of going through the same fertility journey, and it really, really stuck out to me. And I'll leave that in the link below. I'm not going to go into much depth about it right now. But I also sent it to someone who actually told me about their story and their fertility struggles once I shared my TTC Journey video. And I sent it to her, and she was totally relating. And so I feel like I just kind of wanted to share an update for 2018, kind of my feelings and things that I've been going through. And like I've mentioned before, I always think it's worse like right after you have your period. I think that is when it's absolutely the worst, and it can put you in a bad mood, and it just is what it is. But I always try to remain hopeful, try to be excited for other people who have gotten their miracle and who don't have trouble with fertility. Like, I would never wish that on anybody. And so when I get upset or discouraged, I always just try to remind myself that this is God's plan. God will work this out for us. And so hopefully this wasn't too depressing or sad, but if you're going through this, just know that I totally understand what you're going through, and know that you're not alone in those feelings and emotions. I hope that you all are remaining hopeful as I try to remain hopeful throughout 2018. Thank you all so much for being so kind to me. Thank you so much for subscribing and commenting below. Y'all are awesome when it comes to that. So thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you on my next video. Bye, guys.